everybody, welcome to another episode of No BS Just Marriage. So grateful to have you here for another great episode. Again, my name is Boris. This is my beautiful wife.
Hey everybody, I'm Stephanie.
Yes, and we have another really good one to get into today. We're speaking a lot about understanding women. We'll get deeper. I know you're going to give your spiel. Don't really have a title per se. We don't think about that, but we're going to dive deep into understanding and how to care for a woman's menstrual cycle.
Yeah.
Did I say that accurately?
Yes, I think more so there's this idea that when we're bleeding or just going through our different phases of our menstrual cycle, men tend to call us crazy.
Yeah.
And so this episode, I really want to dive into helping men understand what that looks like on a day-to-day with your wife, because helping you understand that will help you understand that, okay, she's not really crazy. She's just going through different phases on her day-to-day as being just a woman. Because it's hard out here.
Let's
But
get into it. We got a lot. So I won't stop you. I know you got a lot to say. I'll back you up where I can. But what you got? Go ahead, kick it off.
I don't know. I kind of feel like men will prioritize or memorize stats of sports, whether that is NBA or football, or even like you said to me one time, like men like to know the stats of LeBron James, of like his points system. I don't know. What y'all be talking about?
You made the point. Go ahead.
Did
Go
I?
ahead.
No, for real.
You go in there.
Oh.
Don't try too hard. Just keep going.
So I just want to understand why men don't have that same energy when it comes to their favorite person's body. Men don't know much about our body, but as women and over time of us being together, I'm starting to understand why you don't understand me as a woman and what I'm going through. And that's because number one is taboo. And secondly, you weren't raised to understand what it's like. Did your parents ever say, oh yeah, your sister's going through this emotionally, this is what their bodies are going through? School doesn't teach us this.
We learned the basics in health class, but we didn't
Yeah,
like
they
sixth
don't.
grade.
Yeah, they don't dive deep into it at school, like helping men understand women. Because I feel like once you're able to understand the cycles and how that affects our mood, then I think there will be a foundation of you understanding your partner on an intimate level. So, like I said, this episode is strictly for the men, and I want to speak your language, or try to.
Yeah, we'll try.
And so that's why I'm wearing a jersey, because in order for you to understand a woman's menstrual cycle, I wanted to make this more special and kind of like connect it to sports. So there's a better understanding on both ends, because, we as, you being a man and me being a woman, we speak different languages. What they say, like men are from Mars and women are from Venus, or whatever that saying is. I think the only way that I can convey this message to y'all is to speak sports.
Okay.
You think that's going to help?
We're going to try. We'll see. So how are we starting it then?
We're going to do different quarters so you can understand the different phases of our period. 4 quarters in basketball, 4 quarters in football, 4 phases in a woman's menstrual cycle, correct? The first quarter of a woman's menstrual cycle is called their period. And in sports, that would necessarily be injury, timeout, taking a knee. Yeah?
I guess, yeah.
Pretty much during our period, we're bleeding, we're tired, we're annoyed, we're in pain, and y'all keep asking us why we're not sprinting. That's like asking a quarterback to run on a torn ACL to get a touchdown. Are you catching on?
It makes sense.
Okay.
It's very clear.
So to completely understand that, the first part of our period, that means we have to be resting, because that's what you would tell a quarterback to do when they have a torn ACL.
Facts.
You want them to rest during this quarter.
Got you. Okay. All right, I'm catching on. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
I hope so.
I'm gonna chime in now. So I think for the guys, again, in the first quarter, you might not necessarily want to run full court press. Being that you want your teammates to recover so they can conserve that energy. In relation to women, this is where you want to bring them a warm blanket, a heating pad. You don't want to expect any fast breaks. Just play defense and protect the house. So the win in the end here is comfort. Yeah. So that's okay. That's the first quarter.
Yes, that's the first quarter. Thank you for breaking that down. You literally be helping me get
Yeah,
my
yeah, I got you.
words out. So, next quarter, okay, we're done with the period. And mind you, some women's period, just to go back a little bit, our periods may vary. That's days 1 through 5. Like the first 5 to 6, 7 days is quarter one of a cycle. Okay. So just to help y'all think of like August 1st through the 5th or 6th or 7th, that is the first quarter for a woman on a monthly basis. Okay. Now, this is the second quarter. This is called the follicular cycle. The follicular cycle is practice week, you know, pick and roll.
Mm.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
would love to do a pick and roll with you.
Yeah,
You don't
only
know what
during
that
my
is?
yeah, you could do it during my follicular week, but what is
Uh,
it? I know what it is, but what is it? For people that don't
it's
know what
not.
it is.
It's like weird to explain. It's like almost you can't explain it. But your teammate in basketball, your teammate comes. I have the ball. Okay, you're coming to set a screen, which is blocking the person that's guarding me, defending me, so that I can pretty much get them out my way, so I can go score, go make a play, whatever. And
Okay.
then, in the roll part, that person that just set the screen for you rolls to the basket so that you can eventually pass it to them and score.
Got it.
Yeah, hope that made sense. But keep going.
That makes sense. Okay. So during our follicular phase, that is when our energy is back. Our mood is good. We're kind of playful. This is when we can build connection with each other. If you ignore this phase, do not complain later when we feel disconnected with each other. You know what I mean? Because you can't skip practice and expect to win a championship.
That is facts. So this week is when you got to run your plays. This is when you take her out, you laugh with her, you build that chemistry. Just like practice, what you do is set the tone so that when game day comes, it feels smooth.
Yes,
Don't coast. You got to lean all the way in. Yeah,
exactly. Exactly. Now, quarter three.
I think we're making sense so far.
I hope so.
I think so.
I
I
don't
think
know.
so.
I hope I'm expressing this to y'all men's ears.
Stuff coming.
Yes, the
Yeah,
media stuff is coming, but I just wanted to break down each phase. Now, quarter three. This is ovulation week for us. Slam dunk, Hail Mary. Okay.
What's a Hail Mary?
What is it?
It's football.
Okay.
It's just like all or nothing. Like quarterback throws a pass all the way down to hopefully just get lucky and score a touchdown.
Okay. I'll do that part again and I'll explain it because I can't say that and then I
No,
not know what I'm talking about.
that's fine. I think that makes it funny. Who cares? I'm supposed to know the sports side. Okay, do it however you want.
Pretty much ovulation is the championship game. This is where our energy is up. We're feeling ourselves. Our confidence is on 1,000. We're flirty. We're social. And I don't know, we have this like glow to us. You know what I mean? And it's like going into the court or field and feeling like we're the MVP and we're unstoppable. That's what it feels like when we're ovulating. And I feel like that is the only week, unfortunately for men, that's the best week for all women.
That's the only safe space.
That's the only week that you will feel like you're the man.
Got a little relief.
Yes,
Yeah.
unfortunately. So
Well, if you do your part, like the way we explained, it'll all 21 days can be
28.
28 days
And
can be.
it varies for women because
It
some
all
women's
varies. Yeah,
periods are longer, whatever, but
yeah.
average is 28 days.
We learn off
Hmm.
each other. So yes, to the guys, I think that this is not the week to start any fights. Don't argue about the dishes or socks that's on the floor, any rags that she might have left out. Do not kill the momentum. She's literally in championship mode, like she said. So do what you can. Bite your tongue, be humble, try any way to hype her up, enjoy the moment, roll with it, and make the most of this time. So make her feel like the MVP that she already feels like she is. So
Yeah.
if you happen to fumble here, that's on you. Take this advice. That lane was wide open. It was all in your hands to take care of it.
Hmm.
So if you fumble it, that's on you. Other team gonna recover that mud. What's recover?
I don't know.
Take that out. All right. So yeah.
No,
So
that made sense. That made sense. So yeah, you said it perfectly.
got you.
And yeah, don't stomp on our high. Like, and I know that's going to be hard because you're going to have bad days and all these things, but that's really our best week. And so just let us be in our feelings. Let us just be happy because we're feeling good. Now, next. Okay, now we're in the fourth quarter. This is called our luteal phase.
Ever heard that word before?
That's okay. We're learning today. And this is the last
Luteal.
luteal. Yes. And so this is actually the hardest week for women and for you. And I'm gonna get into it. So this is PMS, heightened.
Remember that? I said that word one time.
You can't say that to us. Well, don't say that to me. I don't know how I can't speak for women, but you don't tell a woman
Don't
if she's
risk it.
PMS.
Don't
Don't
risk
even
it.
risk it. But if that's what you want to say, 9 times out of 10, that's most likely what is occurring in during that cycle for a woman, because our emotions are high, our cravings are strong, everything just feels heavier. Every foul feels personal.
Big facts. Big facts. So we don't want to get ejected.
Yes, you don't
Okay.
want to get ejected
Don't
out.
get ejected, fellas. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
I'm good.
This is when you need to lock in and finish strong, you know?
So that's beautiful. Let me do my spiel now. So I think for this, obviously we're in the fourth quarter. So think of the end of the fourth quarter. Everybody's legs are heavy.
Tired.
The energy is low. You're tired, but the game is on the line. You still have a goal that you want to accomplish, and you don't want to start throwing wild passes or yelling at your teammates. You got to play mentally and not emotionally. So you got to make sure you control the pace and play discipline. So this relates in sports and and when your partner is in this phase, you want to make sure she rests, pick up her chores, grab her snacks, keep her cool. Don't get benched in the clutch time because you couldn't handle the pressure.
Hmm.
That's all I got.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
That's perfect. That's perfect. That's perfectly said. And you know what's even crazier? It's like if men actually study their wife's cycles and got it right, it's like hitting the perfect parlay. And that's for people that bet, right? The odds feel impossible, but when it hits, jackpot, you got money.
Remember that TikTok I made of you watching when we was watching that game?
That was
That
was that
parlay
my
you made?
first parlay that I
That was one.
won?
That's what got you
That got me
addicted. It
addicted.
did you like a mug, bro. That video is funny. Okay. Yes. But like you just said, on the flip side, unlike FanDuel, with this, it's not luck. If you pay attention, you can actually win every single time. So that's why it's great to do the studying and it's a win-win.
Yes. I'm not trying to be funny at all. I want to go back to the luteal phase. You know, when when I look at you and I be like, you breathing too funny. Like,
Damn, that's the luteal.
that's the luteal phase. When I genuinely, like, and I know this might sound wrong, but like, you don't give me the ick, but it's just like, ew. Like, I don't want to be around you.
It sounds like the ick.
The ick. That sounds too like,
It's
maybe
okay.
it is
It's a
the ick.
temporary ick. That's
It is a
fine. It's
temporary
a
ick.
luteal ick.
It is a luteal ick. Okay. It's a luteal ick. So that is what 99% of women feel. You breathing wrong. You don't look at me funny. Like, I don't know. I think maybe another good example is, let's say, this is hypothetical because you don't do this, but let's say you left your socks on the floor during the week of my ovulation. That's not going to bother me. I'm going to pick up the damn sock and I'm going to put it in the hamper. Now, if I see that in my luteal phase, that's a different story. It's going to, like, you done pissed me off 10 times more. Women give more grace during the other cycles except the luteal phase. And I think our therapist explained it to you one time, but I think you didn't really understand the specifics. But I'll explain to you just to give you a quick reminder. Whenever I would feel some type of way with you, she always said to us, Boris, you need to start tracking your wife's period. You remember you added it to your phone and all these things. And she was like, the luteal phase is when she's literally blowing up. And then she said, just wait one more week and everything will be copacetic. Do you remember that conversation?
I absolutely do.
And I feel like if men took the time to really understand our period and our cycles and our emotions, because like if you take the tracker and you're looking at it and you're like, oh man, she's in her luteal phase. Okay, she's tweaking, but this is just emotions that she can't control.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So that's why y'all have to be so intentional when it comes to trying to understand us instead of trying to weaponize us. Because here's the problem: instead of learning, men tend to weaponize our emotions,
Mm,
unfortunately. That's like, that's the, oh, you on your period, you PMSing.
mm,
It's so dismissive, it kills trust, and
mm.
it makes me rage inside because how dare you try to tell me my emotions is like
Yeah,
during, like, you know what I mean?
controller. Yeah, yeah, I get it. I think I have a story for that one, but I
You
ain't gonna
do?
get it. I mean,
Quickly.
not yet, not yet. I do want
Okay.
to just speak on that a little bit more, especially since this is for the men trying to look out for us. So I'll tell you, when you say that, oh, you must be on your period, oh, this must you must be on your cycle, all that, you're basically telling her that you don't care enough to understand her. So in doing that, that's not leadership. That's weakness.
Mm.
You wouldn't want to mock a teammate for limping after a hit, so don't clown your wife for something that's biological, completely
Yes.
uncontrollable. You lose that credibility every time you pull that card. So
Yeah.
I could speak from experience. I mean, I've even before. I mean, way back, I would always say that line, "Oh, you must be on your,"
Yes.
which took me way too long to realize how offensive that is. And especially recently, not recently, but one of our biggest fights, and I think the last time I said it probably was when we were playing Mario Party. This Mario Party game brings out,
The worst in you?
honestly, in all of us, not me, y'all too. And that's why I responded the way I.
No, you're okay. Interesting.
Man, anyways, plain and simple, I felt attacked, and I said,
Attacked because you're such an aggressive player. It's not fun playing with you.
anyways, I'm a competitor. I don't know what you want from me. I said, Omar, y'all must be. And I didn't just single you out. I said to Mikai too. I was like, this might make it okay to say.
Mm.
Y'all must be on your cycle. I said, y'all must be PMSing or something.
Yeah, me and my sister, because you said y'all. Yeah.
Mikai too.
Oh.
I included. I think it was the three of y'all. Anyways, it's wrong nonetheless. But
Hmm.
that's when you like really blew up on me. You were like, I think we Loki already had a conversation about that in therapy, and I was like, damn, you're right. I'm completely wrong. Why did I just utter these words? And I think that was the last time I said it. You were pissed at me for a couple days.
I think I was mad in that moment because you said it in front of our son.
Mm.
Because you're t- you're subconsciously teaching him, yeah, when women act like this, it's because she's on
Yeah,
her
yeah, yeah.
period.
That's facts.
And
That's
so
facts.
I think that's where the rage set in. It wasn't because you just said it, because like you said, you do say it more than you should, but because you said it in front of him, I'm like,
Yeah, that makes
don't
sense.
teach him this.
That
He's,
makes sense.
you know, um, but yeah. And so just to take it to a different gear here, now we can talk about the playoffs.
Okay, we got to talk about that.
Now the playoffs.
We all got to
So
make them.
the playoffs are for women that are pregnant. So this is where the emotions, stress, pressure is on. Okay. Next is the rebuilding season, and that is called postpartum.
Okay.
That is when our body is healing, our hormones are wild, and our emotions are fragile.
Obviously, I can't speak from this experience, but just
Mhm.
from learning, this is where men tap out. But no, this is where you actually got to step in and be the coach, the assistant coach, the trainer, defensive coordinators, staff.
Yes.
You got to be everybody. You got to play all roles. So it's
Yes.
not about your comfort at this time. It's about making sure she doesn't feel like she's carrying the team on her own.
Yes. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Because you know what's so attractive to me?
A soft ass voice.
I don't know. I think it's just when a man actually studies their wife. And I know you're trying. You do a great job. You know, it's not consistent, but you do have your days where you really want to get to know me.
Mhm.
And I want women to feel that same thing. I want all women to feel like their husbands are always studying them. We're going to close it off, but just to give you a recap, 4 phases in our menstrual cycle, 4 quarters in football and basketball, and try to make that connection with your wife so you can understand that whatever is going on with y'all at home, it's not an attack. It's just her body is going through different phases. And like I said, there's only 1 week out of that month. Yes. Where it is difficult for me and for you. So just give more patience, give more grace, but also learn to understand your wife and download that period tracker app, y'all.
P tracker.
Like, at the end of the day, this is your wife. Okay, don't make this period thing weird. It's not weird. This is our natural bodies that God has given us, and we have to be okay with understanding and going in depth with what is happening.
Yes.
I don't know. I hope I made a good connection with the whole football team.
I think that's the best we could do. Good job, babe. No, I think we did a great job connecting the two. Let's go ahead and wrap this up, y'all. I just want to thank y'all for joining it on another episode. We hope this made sense. I know it's helping me a little bit, at least. Do not ever say you must be on your period. You must be PMSing.
Don't say those words.
Do your phase. None of that.
Just think about it.
Don't just study it. Just internally take that in and act on it from what we just broke down for you. So
yes, and disclaimer, okay, this is for women that have average 28-day periods, okay? I mean, not periods, 28-day cycle, okay? There are women that have underlying conditions that they're dealing with and they don't have a regular period. So that's a different homework assignment for y'all. I can't speak on that because their homeworks are completely different. Still learn to study her. She's not being psycho.
Okay, good job, babe. I think this is a great episode. I do want to leave on one last like experiential kind of advice. I know I want to say 90% of the time where we were in like prolonged conflicts, like something that wasn't just a moment and something that carried over into a couple days, it usually stemmed from me not really understanding the cycle and your menstrual cycle, all the phases that we just went over. And I think when I actually took the due diligence to dive into it, and Erica explained to us how
our therapist
how like it's literally the reason why you react in some ways. And I think it just took all that for me to make sure I understand that, so that I can now, obviously I don't want conflicts in the future, so I would use that to study it, make sure I understood as much as I can.
Yeah.
And in those moments I know how to react. So like all this advice here, might have been a little corny, it might have been too direct, but I think it literally helps me in our conflict. I know when I gotta be like, okay, Wusa, she's not trying to be a bee right now, she's just in her luteal ick, but no, in all seriousness, I think that has helped us tremendously once I actually understood and accepted that this is not you being mean or just this evil person. This is actually just things that you can't control.
Thank you.
I'll leave that.
I appreciate that.
Of course. So I'll put that to you, man. We're not just making an episode to make an episode. This is actually facts. So take it if you want. If you want to have fights, then don't listen to me at all. But we'll end it there.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for joining another episode. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. We love you guys so much. And we'll end it there. On to the next one. Peace.
Bye.